My sister and I accidentally bonded with two systems. One can enlarge items 100 times. The other can shrink items 100 times. My sister smiled and picked the shrinking system. I had no choice but to take what was left. 3 days later, a torrential rain apocalypse hit. The entire city was sealed off by floods. Everyone was trapped at home, unable to go out. Food and resources became the deadliest problem. Come on, system activate, grow bigger. This is amazing, so awesome. This will last us forever. Using the enlargement system, I kept enlarging what little supplies we had, rationing carefully, counting every meal. In the end, I helped my sister survive the hardest days. But right after the rain stopped, my sister angrily accused me, saying I was great in every way except I was too selfish, that I could have used the system to save her crush, Lu Sheng. My sister's crush Lu Sheng lived right across from us. Lu Sheng had begged me to help enlarge food for his family. I was worried about people's hearts in the apocalypse, though I refused. Drop your savior complex. It'll only turn you into the next corpse. Without my help, Lu Sheng's family couldn't last 5 days. They starved to death early on. Please choose your respective systems. I was back on the day we chose our systems. The system once again asked us to pick our abilities. Familiar scene, familiar process. After a brief daze, my sister immediately made her choice. I want the enlargement system. System binding confirmed. My sister glanced at me smugly. Happiness she couldn't hide in her eyes. At that moment, I instantly realized she was reborn too. I sneered to myself. Since you love your dear Lu so much and hate me enough to want me dead, this time I won't help you anymore. I actively chose the shrinking system. Let's see who can master this power better. My sister couldn't wait to test her ability. She ran into the study, opened the cabinet. Inside was a sparkling diamond. She placed the diamond in her palm and instantly enlarged it using the system. Haha, it's real. The enlargement system is really mine. I watched coldly. This is the sister I once fought so hard to protect. My sister tentatively showed off the enlargement system. Sis, now the enlargement system is mine. Are you jealous? After all, I can enlarge anything I want. Your shrinking system seems pretty useless. What's the difference? It's just a system. Take it if you like it. Seeing I had zero interest in the enlargement system, my sister finally let her guard down completely, thinking she was the only one reborn. I knew for sure, this life she'd definitely go save Lu Sheng's family. And once outsiders knew about the system, she'd never be safe in the apocalypse. Sure enough, my sister immediately rushed over and knocked on Lu Sheng's door. How come you're here? Lu, let's talk inside. As soon as the door across the hall closed, I immediately opened my phone to check the date. The 14th. 3 days until the storm hits. There's still time. I immediately drove straight to the supermarket and cleared out everything edible, usable, and life-saving. Instant noodles, bread, rice, flour, grains, oil, toilet paper, bedding, toiletries, even seeds, I bought them all. To ensure long-term survival, I also bought a batch of baby chicks and seeds. Raise chickens, get eggs. Essential for long-term stockpiling. Done. Next, I went to a furniture store and got myself a complete set of household items. Furniture, check. Supplies, check. My place is on a high floor. No matter how bad the storm gets, it won't reach me. But this life, I'm not living the same way. I went on a crazy shopping spree until my bank account was empty. I'll take this one, ring it up please. Sure. Good thing I stocked up enough before the apocalypse. In contrast, my sister knew the apocalypse was coming but wasn't stressed at all. She was convinced the enlargement system could solve everything and even started imagining herself as the savior. She fantasized about jumping in to save Lu Sheng's family when food ran out, then making him fall for her. I always thought she just had a crush on Lu. Turns out she's totally love-brained. Sis, if I save Lu Sheng's family, do you think he'll fall in love with me? No, not happening. Lu will definitely like me. Sis, be honest, do you like Lu? You're 2 years older than him. Stop dreaming. You're just jealous. I ignored my sister, just kept scrolling on my phone, online shopping for stuff I needed. She already killed me once. I won't let it happen a second time. This time, you're on your own. Sis, do you have any money? Lend me a few thousand? Nope. I bought a fridge. Spent everything. Huh? Why'd you buy a fridge? Can't I get a new fridge? Why are you so worked up? No, nothing. Just curious, that's all. Sis, didn't you have some food stocked in your room? I gave it all to the elderly folks downstairs. They're struggling too, you know. You're not mad, right? I can't believe my sister got reborn. Not only snatched the enlargement system she wanted, but also gave away my last bit of supplies. She clearly wants to push me to the edge. If I hadn't been reborn, if I didn't have a system, this time I'd be dead for sure. Watching my sister smile so sweetly, my disgust for her deepened. You're the best, sis. I knew you wouldn't be mad over something so small. I'm tired. Gonna rest in my room. I turned and hid in my room, started planning a shelter for myself. I also ordered wind-powered generators so I'd have constant electricity even during the storm. Everything I needed was ready. Now I just have to quietly wait out the remaining time. My sister thought she had the enlargement system, so she wasn't worried at all. She used her allowance to buy a few $100 worth of food and locked it in her room, like she was afraid I'd steal it. I gave up on this house I'd bought. If I kept hiding here, no matter how small I got, they might still find me. So I set my sights on another place. A hidden room in my bedroom. I had it built during renovations. Never told my sister about it. It's small, about the size of a tiny bathroom, but for the shrunken me, it's a safe haven. The room's controlled by my phone, so I'm not worried about my sister finding it. Even if she does, she can't open it. On top of that, I drove over 10 miles out to the wilderness and used the shrinking system to shrink a bunch of soil. That way, I can grow veggies with the seeds and be self-sufficient. I also shrunk several trees and brought them back. In the blink of an eye, all the food and furniture I ordered arrived. Only 1 day left until the storm. I set the delivery address to my old countryside house. That village is abandoned now. Barely anyone lives there. The house was filled with furniture, appliances, food, and all sorts of small items. When no one was around, I used the shrinking system to shrink everything and packed it into boxes I'd prepared. In the end, I hesitated for a moment, then shrunk the whole little house and brought it back with me too. Sure, it's old, but with some fixing up, it's livable. Under cover of night, I drove back home and moved everything into the hidden room. My sister was unusually excited these past few days. She thought she had everything figured out, so she never noticed what I was up to.